RJ from Moya Games, and we have, well, a nice handful of the staff right now. We have Gray, George, Christian, I hope, and Noise is a new member. He joined us not too long ago. He's going to be one of our composers, and he's doing an amazing job. Right now he's working on the sound effects that will be played every time you level up on a certain stat. Now I'm talking way too fast. I have way too much sugar. Okay, that's great. Moving on. Omuni level design. Messinger. Messinger is a new town. That's the one that you go to after Aki Island. Once you beat the quest there, you get a ticket, you go to the boat, give it to the captain, and boom, you're there. That's the start of your journey. That is when you're solo, and you get to explore the whole world. It's not really a town. It's more of a marketplace / farm-cultured village-ish thing, with a pub and a graveyard, and as I said, a marketplace.
One of the many little places that you will see.
Yeah, it's a small place. It's where you start off. And then after that, Theroma Progress. We're working on, fishing areas in Theroma. We're working on forests for now. We're just working on the general area near Messinger, so the ridges of Messinger.
It's your soundtrack song.
Yeah, that's one of our soundtracks. It's a good song. Good song. We have a beach area.
Is it going to be like an area also?
Yeah, it's pretty much the area after Messinger's town. There's, fishing spots with quests to do. There's all kinds of areas that we're working on now. We have a little difficulties with the beach. At the moment it looks really ugly, so we're going to work with that. And more will be shown there. New assets. Gray was actually working on some assets recently for Messinger, so we have these nice party flags hanging around the marketplace, which look fantastic. He also did a fishing spot sign, and
that one sign, the entrance sign.
Yes, I didn't put that in there yet.
That's really fun.
But it will be in there. He did various props and everything for the area. John's working on houses. Bjorn and I are working on the area. That's about that. World of Immunity, storyline progress. The storyline's done. We have a set storyline. We have various reasons for everything. So it's a pretty solid story. I'm not going to get into that very much right now because I don't want it to be stolen.
We should definitely... Oh, yeah, that's true. Never mind.
I would love to.
I was going to say we should definitely publicize maybe we could get it, copywritten or something like that. But we should definitely publicize some sort of draft.
I want to do a video of nice concept art or something, some kind of video, artistic video with a guy like Morgan Freeman saying our lore.
Yeah.
In a land.
It's really interesting. A place here where I live actually did a commercial just for them, like a local commercial, and Morgan Freeman was in it.
Really?
It's like, wow, that's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's all good. Storyline is fine. Sorry, I'm eating some potatoes. Questing database. We have a ton of quests.
A ton. And the items only.
What?
And the items too.
The items? Oh, we have a ton of items, yeah. A bunch of, weapons and stuff like that being made. We're going to start working on armor soon, but we really need to get past CC. For some reason, I don't know what's going on, but we have a little pause. It's kind of crappy, but we're fine. Don't worry, we're going to get past that. So tons of quests, tons of weapons, tons of items. I think we're going to start working on gear weapons.
Yay!
Because it is past and future mixy thingy. So steampunk, gearpunk thingy. New and exciting ideas for NPCs, enemies, and level design. Woo! Gray, you wrote that, so let's hear what you got to say about it.
Oh no. Well, I just added that in there because I know that we're working on Messenger and we're thinking about more ideas all the time for places like Station 13, Cogtown, and other places that are like. Is Sheetville still in the game?
Yeah, we're gonna just move it somewhere.
Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, and NPCs. We were just thinking about this guy that owned a food place, and yeah, there's not a whole lot of specifics to talk about. But there's quite a bit going on.
We have various enemies being worked on. We have about over 100 enemies planned out. We have several of those modeled, and a lot of those textured and animated. Rob is actually working on the animations for our imp. You've seen those in previous videos. But he's continuing those. He's going through a lot of stuff with college and everything, so he's trying to, of course, fit in this animation with his whole actual schedule in real life. But that's coming along great, so we're going to show that and probably work with the imp for the first tests of combat and everything like that. Since it's a small enemy, he's anyway. NPCs, shopkeepers, market stall holders, dukes, priests, tutorial guides or whatever, etc. Those will all be in there. We have blacksmiths and etc. So let's move on. Multimedia, Omuni Online, logo finalization. Ray did a fantastic job on the final draft of the logo /
I'm still working on it. I need to isolate the text and everything so we can have something final. And then we're gonna vectorize it, and then sometime in the future you're gonna be seeing that logo on our merchandise, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice logo. So if you want to see it, just look on our Omuni Online Facebook page. Hey guys, any of you want to talk? Go for it.
Yeah, like
for instance,
talk about the noise. Yeah. I mean, talk about the music noise. Why did I say talk about? Oh my god. Wow, man, dude, noise. You're like saying way too much stuff. I can't keep up.
Killing us here, and our ears are just bleeding.
Yeah, like I've like done a few level up sounds. I've like.
I think it's really late for where he is. Anyway, he's really doing an awesome job though. Every time he comes up with a new track, I'm just like, I'm Unigasm.
Yeah, but continue what you were saying, Noise.
I've like 8 more left to do of level up sounds. They shouldn't take too much longer. About 2 more days and I'll have them done fully.
Heck. Yeah, he's also really fast, and it's really ridiculous because we've had previous composers before Oxide and everybody, and they took forever to make one track, including me. Like when I made music, it took a long time. This guy makes like 50 tracks a day. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's like me with models. With music. It's awesome.
We need web coders. PHP, HTML, 5 or whatever HTML. We need Java thingamajiggy. What's that Java script that
you're talking about? The website design, right?
Yes, I am. The website template is done. Kenny Thomas did that for us. It's amazing. We just need somebody to code it because it's not going anywhere. It doesn't seem. We have had previous web developers, but they gave us all the time that they could before life became a biatch and bit them in the butt and said, hey, you got to pay your bills, which sucks. Other than that, we it looks okay. It's kind of there's a little bit of functionality. It still needs a lot of work though. So if any of you guys are interested, I'd definitely suggest contacting us and saying, hey, I'm a web coder. We have Drac working on it right now, but I don't see...
And they can, they can send you a message on YouTube, or...?
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, Skype, add me RJFire1, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright, staff changes. We've gotten rid of a lot of slackers in the staff. A lot of us do have lives to live, but some of us just do not do anything, so I'd rather not have them there, and once, if, this game becomes something... I don't want to have somebody there who has done nothing and be like, hey, what's up? I'm part of this. I'm amazing when you did shart.
Yeah.
And also it's distracting. What's up, George?
So a lot of shirt is being done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I also don't want to be able to, I don't want to look at my staff list and say, oh, he's online. Let me rely on him. I got to send you an assignment and never get it done. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I have to remove a few people. Unfortunately, if you want to be on a team, you kind of have to know that there are priorities. If you cannot deal with it, then you can't really be on a team.
Yeah, this is a job.
In a way, yeah. I can't wait.
It takes your time, and I mean, it's a future investment, so.
Definitely. I honestly hope it goes somewhere, and I hope all of us.
I think at this point, there's no question it will go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten so much attention, it's kind of hard not to.
True. Well, once it does go somewhere, then I just cannot wait to have all of us living comfortable lives on our own, or even together as a team, butts off in a nice studio or something, just living in it.
I wanna seriously. I just want to move to Montreal and get a really good job, and then get enough money to buy, like, rent out a dinky building somewhere, and we can live off of there, get all of our computers, and
yeah, exactly. That's what one
sleep
of
in the back room.
That'd be cool.
Graphical streamlining. What did you mean by that, buddy?
I was gonna give my 2 cents on this, but also Christian too. I was gonna say that we're gonna try our best to make Omuni Online available graphically to lower end computers and also higher end computers.
I've done some work on that recently, including level of detail management, graphic scaling, so it monitors your FPS level and will dynamically increase or decrease effects based on your game's performance.
Awesome.
Stuff like that, so that it will look good on good computers and okay on less good computers, but it will be functional across all platforms.
Which I'm super excited for.
Yeah, so there'll be a big spectrum between a Windows 98 computer that can play Omuni and a 12 gigabytes of RAM, $3,000 desktop computer.
No problem. Yeah, so good point, everybody. And moving on to the next topic, beautiful new music. Thanks to noise. I think we already covered that.
And that goes hand in hand with sounds of Omuni.
Yeah. So noise, if you want to talk a bit more about your music.
Recorded that. That would have been a good distant, like, monster sound. Sounds like the dragon in the sky.
And I'm not sure, but I think sometime in this podcast we're probably gonna have some of that music playing, just for fun, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
I know.
So that's what we're time traveling here. That's what you've been listening to this whole
time. Next would be the Sounds of Omuni on iTunes when Omuni Online is finished. Yes, we are going to have a huge album soundtrack from the game. I don't know, because it's an MMO, so it's going to be huge. So there's going to be many songs. So I'm thinking
our songs are so special, though.
They are.
They don't sound like anything
else. What I'm thinking is, depending on the amount that iTunes can hold per album, I'm thinking I want to put them all in one album and sell it for one price, or each song individually, or have packages like Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. If iTunes has a limitation like 24 songs per album.
I don't think there is something like that. I think it's
as many songs as we want.
It's about $60 to publish a album on iTunes, and I think an album is 24 songs, but you can pay a little bit extra to get anything else. So that's definitely going to happen. And right now, if you get on your iTunes as you're listening to this video and type in the iTunes store Omuni Online, you will find our podcast where our first 5 episodes are on there. So you can check those out, and we're going to get our new episodes up there as soon as possible. But, we are on iTunes right now. It's pretty cool.
In other news, Launch the Baby. We are revamping. We have a new logo and new splash screen, thanks to Greg. We're going to be working on that as much as we can as well, to post that somewhere in the meantime, while our fans are waiting for Omuni Online.
It's going to be really fun, actually. We're going to make it where it has a lot of replayability. Replay value. There you go.
Yeah. Also, better graphics, better design, hopefully smoother gameplay, and also iOS and Android platforming.
I actually have my iPhone Launch the Baby wallpaper on my iPod right now.
Sick. Networking progress.
Networking progress?
Yep.
Alright, Christian, take it away.
Alright, so we've now integrated the system I built, which is One World and Photon's Cloud. So with that new update, all of the network is smoothed, so if you saw before, the placeholder characters would jump around everywhere, but now it's nice and smooth. I don't think we've put out 2 good high-quality videos about that yet, but we should soon in the future. We'll have big updates, like so we're working on a new character controller that we're building custom for the game. And that's built to spec for exactly what we want, and will be fully networked. And other than that, some things that are in the works are inventory, networking stuff like skills, our new player controller. We have quests coming soon, and then quests that you can do with your friends. We plan to have a fully kind of flexible quest system. So if you want to play with your friends, they can join a quest with you. So that kind of a thing. As well as in terms of networking, we've gotten all of the programming done so that now we can start multiple worlds at once. So the way it works is there will be, when you're playing the game, it's one single world, but we'll also have separate worlds.
Yeah, I was actually going to say something about that. I realized recently...
info for testing and for different things.
Yeah, I had realized recently that if we have the whole game on one server, it would get really, really crowded.
Yeah, exactly, but the way we handle that, it's still going to be on one server. We're not going to implement stuff like... We want it to be where if you want to meet up your friend and do something, you go to a place, not, oh, what room are you in? I'm in room 45,000.
Exactly.
698. But in terms of crowdedness, we are working on some things to prevent that, but at the moment what we're going for is a single world. And remember, I know people are going to be posting saying if you have as many players as you want on one server, it's going to get laggy. The way our system works is that it spreads the world across multiple servers at once while making it seem as if you're on one server. So because of that, it doesn't get as laggy as it would be on one server because you're actually on several at once. So that's how we're handling that. So in terms of lag, it shouldn't be a problem. Anything else?
Genius.
Yeah. Well, except for, trying to move drop calls and whatnot. But that, we have LOD, Unilog, we have...
I'm speaking like networking lag instead of...
No, I know.
FPS lag, working on that as well, too.
Yeah, that's one thing we've got to sure.
And I expect us all to be, replying to the comments that we see on here.
Of course,
not with the major Omuni thing, but we'll tell you, we're a part of Omuni. We can answer your questions.
Yeah, of course, everybody can. Well, everybody on the
Really, a much better way of doing that, though, is Facebook.
Yeah, definitely. We're more active on Facebook with comments and whatever. Next, in other news, would be Flux and DarkHouse. Flux!
Right.
Take it
You
away.
want me to talk about that?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so, as a lot of people know, I went away. I left Moya for about, how long do you think, RJ? 4 months?
Oh, God, a couple months.
Longer?
Yeah, 6 months, maybe?
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 months, I'm not sure, probably around 5. And that entire time, I was getting a few people together and working on some assets for a project called Flux, and that's a sci-fi open-world RPG project with some EVE Online type. It's not online, but it has EVE Online style gameplay, and that's a project that I brought to Moya, and of course I'm back on Moya, and I'm so excited about being back on Moya because it's just where I love being.
Oh.
So yeah. So DarkHouse is kind of my thing going on. It's with Moya also, but Flux is the project, and if you guys want to check it out, you can go to youtube.com/fluxdev, and it's a Moya Games project. So
yeah,
that's basically it. You can learn more there. I'm not going to go into detail.
Last thing on the other news is where you can subscribe and learn more about Moya, YouTube, and Facebook. If you go on our website, actually, moyagames.com, there's a couple of links at the bottom. You can make an account there and watch that develop on its own. But other than that, you can go to our facebook.com/Omuni Online or youtube.com/Omuni Online and, of course, support us.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for us to answer your questions on our Facebook just because everyone's on there and every part of our team is, or all the huge contributing members are admins on our Facebook page.
Yep.
So they'll get your message and they'll do their best to answer your questions. And I'm always on there so I can answer your questions too. So
Exactly.
So, kind of to recap, if you have any questions for us, feel free to post them up and we'll respond to the best of our ability.
Yep.
Don't be rude. Don't be a troll. Don't be rude.
Yeah, okay, we're going to be releasing Launch the Baby soon. We've been doing a lot of stuff on eliminating first FPS lag, and our networking has been going well. We're doing a lot of stuff for NPCs. We're working on the world. I noticed a couple comments of people saying, well, why don't you handle stuff like networking and quests and inventory and that kind of stuff before you get to a big world like Theroma?
Because we have to do
the people on the team, I just responded to that comment actually. The people on the team, this is not each person can do everything. We're all just kind of working on the same thing at the same time. Our team is a team of people who are specialized in doing certain things, like Noise does music. I'm good at programming, but I couldn't really do very good art design on a level, unlike RJ and Bjorn and the others working on that. So the point is, we're all working on our part, and if you say, like, why are you guys working on this when you should be working on this? We are working on both things at once, but our artists like to make more videos than our programmers, because when you're programming something, it is, kind of boring to have a video.
Yeah, it's not always visually pleasing.
You also don't want to reveal your code through video, then people can sit there.
So it's not. Yeah, exactly. I could do like a 3-hour-long video discussing how all of the stuff works and everything. But I mean, you guys as players don't really want to know that, do you? Unless you kind of want to know, like, behind the scenes. But for now, we're not going to be doing that kind of a thing. But do know that we're working on the stuff, and we'll have some updates on it soon. We don't really post updates on this kind of thing until we link the artistic and the programming and have something that looks like something you'll be seeing, which is playable. So that's why we haven't posted like 1,000 networking updates or whatever.
Yeah, but we can if you want, so suggest that. But the biggest thing that our biggest programming wall at the moment is the CC, character customization. There's a few little things to fix with it, to make it actually functional. After that, we have to take the character that you create, save it to your account, and actually import it to the game, which is, it's a pretty big hassle on its own. So we got to get on that, and also people are doing exams as well, midterms. I'm out of high school, I've graduated, but holy crap, I know when I was in there, midterms and finals are, big stress. So I wouldn't, like Christian exactly, he's doing midterms, right? Christian? I think
he might be.
Yeah, maybe, but I remember him saying that he's doing those exams, so that's a big stress, so, he's one of our only coders on that. There we go. If any of you want to join, we're always open to, having new members. Always. So,
but don't be mad if we reject you.
If you have something to offer, come and offer it. If we need people for that area, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're good at what you do.
And that's about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for having a lot of support. We'll start releasing more videos of random things like animations and combat or items or whatever you want. We have a lot of stuff to go soon. I'm going to actually maybe do a video on our weapons soon.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So catch you guys in the next video. See y'all later. Bye.
See ya.